Welcome to our last tutorial for our record books. In this tutorial we will cover our project record forms. We have brand new forms this year. We have completely revamped and redone all of our forms for our project records and our record books. So as you can see, we only have these forms available. In the past there were over 40 different forms. So now all ages will fill out the same form. Our volunteers do know that they need to evaluate our forms based on the age of our member. So a fourth grader isn't going to be judged as harshly as a high school member. So do know that individuals need to fill out their project record forms to the best of their ability. We will discuss each of these forms in detail, and we will start with our Clover Kids. Our Clover Kid form did not change drastically. One thing to note is this form is required to be in the member's handwriting. Clover Kids are not allowed to type their record book form. Clover Kids are required to have a nomination form this year and this form. That is it. If Clover Kids would like to have additional items in their record book, they are more than welcome to do that as well. New this year is our breeding animal record book form. So this form is for our beef, sheep, goat, and swine exhibitors. Again, it is for 4th through 12th grade members, and you will see that you will list your goals, your action plan, leadership, citizenship, communication, things you did during the year, and recognition. In addition to these items, there are goals for next year, action steps you will take to those goals, and then the financial piece. For your goals, make sure that you have the 3 parts, so the how, the what, and the when, and you have a minimum of 2 goals. Your action plan is the steps that you took to accomplish those goals. Now make sure that you are listing a minimum of 2 goals. Leadership, citizenship, and communication. These are all things that you did within this project area. So if you had an activity for leadership listed for a breeding beef project that stated that you helped make cookies for the local nursing home, while that is a really great leadership opportunity and experience, it does not belong on your breeding beef form. You would need to put that on your food nutrition form. So for leadership, citizenship, and communication, make sure that you are only including things that are pertaining to your breeding animal projects. If you have multiple different species, you will need to fill out a form for each of those species. However, it is only 1 form per species. So if you took 3 breeding beef animals to fair, you still only need to fill out 1 breeding beef animal project record form. In addition, the financial records are required, and those are later in your form. So make sure you go ahead and fill all of those out as well. Our next form is our market animal form. This is for our market beef, sheep, goat, and swine project areas. As you can see, it looks very similar to our breeding animal form and has all of the same components. So make sure that you fill this out exactly the same as you did your breeding animal form. However, you would use your market animal information. Again, there are financial sections to this form that are not included in this presentation, so make sure that you download the entire form and fill out that financial section. Our next form covers our non-market animals. So this would be for our cat, cavy, dog, horse, pet, poultry, and rabbit project areas. Again, it is for 4th through 12th grade. You can see that the sections are very similar to our market animal and our breeding animal forms. What we really wanted to do was to help standardize the process. Again, there are financial sections to this form as well, so just make sure you fill those out too. We have our dairy cattle form. Again, very similar to the rest of the forms that you have seen. The financial sections are definitely tailored toward dairy cattle, so make sure you fill that out as well. Bucket bottle. Historically, our bucket bottle projects have just turned in your forms from County Fair. We have a brand new form this year, our bucket bottle project record book form. As you can see, it's standardized with the rest of the forms that you've already seen, so make sure that you fill out this information, but go ahead and grab your report form from County Fair because the later pages in this document are the same exact questions that you had for County Fair. Our photography project record form will look very similar to a lot of you. If you exhibited photography at County Fair, this was your photography exhibit label. There are a couple slight changes, so make sure you compare this record book form to the exhibit label that you submitted for County Fair. And remember, you must include a copy of your photo with the form in your record book. And finally, we have our static clothing and communication form. So this would be for anything that was not breeding at County Fair. So any of our building projects, our clothing, so $15 challenge, fashion review, our working exhibits, extemporaneous speaking, educational presentations, anything for those project areas is going to be included in this form. As you can see, it's very similar to the rest of our project area forms that you have already seen. And there are financial sections on this as well, so make sure you fill that out. And that, folks, is the end of our project record forms. So as you can see, it is a condensed version of what we have done in the past. We're pretty excited to be able to have these new and improved forms and hope that it helps simplify and de-stress a lot of you, so that way we can get our project record forms filled out and our record books turned in by September 15th. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions at all, definitely give the Extension office a call at 319-377-9839.